Now, this is a very interesting topic. Why do people in the Middle East have some of the lowest rates of cancer if we compare this to the entire world? How are they actually getting lower rates of cancer despite consuming so much sugar? In fact, the Middle East consume more sugar than... Now, if we take a look at individual parts of the Middle East, we have Saudi Arabia. 96 people get cancer out of 100,000. Yemen, 97 people out of 100,000. Oman, 104. UAE, it's 107. And Kuwait is 116 people out of 100,000 people get cancer. So you can see, if you live in these countries, you have a much less risk of getting cancer. What is so unique about the Middle East? Well, number one, fasting, Ramadan. Now, Ramadan is a religious fast that extends over the course of 1 month. Now, that 1 month is just 1 month out of the entire year. So Ramadan is considered a type of intermittent fasting only for 1 month and produces a tremendous decrease in rates of getting cancer. That's quite remarkable. So why does fasting help with preventing cancer? Well, it starves cancer. Do you realize there's between 10 and 50 times more insulin receptors in a cancer cell versus a normal cell? What does that mean? That means that cancer cells have a very avid or greedy hunger for glucose because they have more receptors to eat glucose. Okay, so this is how they diagnose cancer, through a PET scan. A PET scan identifies areas in the body that have a very high metabolism of sugar. So cancer loves sugar, and when you're fasting, you're not consuming sugar. The spices that people eat in the Middle East. Turmeric, okay, loaded with anti-cancer properties, and it's one of the best things to get rid of inflammation. Saffron has a certain phytonutrient that's very, very anti-cancer. Cardamom, anti-cancer properties. Nutmeg, caraway, cinnamon, and coriander all have anti-tumor and anti-cancer. All right, number 3, low tobacco usage for women in the Middle East. Smoking is definitely linked to cancer. You already know that. In fact, the risk of getting cancer if you smoke or chew tobacco is 22 times the risk compared to people that do not smoke. And number 4, alcohol is prohibited in most areas of the Middle East. Drinking alcohol increases the risk of 6 different types of cancer. All right, now the question is, they're doing all these spices, they're fasting, they're not smoking as much, and they're not drinking alcohol as much. Then why aren't these numbers even lower? Okay, well, it's probably because they consume more sugar than any other area of the world, as well as more high fructose corn syrup, and cancer loves sugar. It could also be linked to the obesity situation. Over 30% of the population is obese, and there's more risk of getting cancer if you're obese. Also, they have very, very low vitamin D levels. In fact, 80% of the population is low in vitamin D. And vitamin D is very, very important in protecting someone against cancer. If you do live in the Middle East, what you should be doing is taking more vitamin D on a regular basis.